Marc Webb. Marc Webb does whatever a Marc Webb does. Can he swing from a web? Yes, he can, because his last name is Webb. Look out, he is the Marc Webb. Look out, he is the Marc Webb. The Amazing Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man stars Andrew Garfield, Emma Stone, Rhys, Ifan, Sheen, Sally Field, and Denis Leary. So the movie's a bit of a retelling of the Spider-Man origin that we saw in the 2002 film. You know, it's a reboot. That's all I need to say. The film is again another retelling of the Spider-Man story, how he got bit, how he got his powers and stuff. But it's also a story about him trying to find the true truth, I guess, about his parents that left him a long time ago when he was a kid. And at the same time, he has to battle the Lizard, played by Rhys Ifan, who looks a lot like a Goomba from the Super Mario Brothers movies. So we have all that. He needs to stop the Lizard, he needs to find the truth about his parents, and he's learning about his powers, and this is the Spider-Man film. Now, I wasn't excited when the reboot was announced because I really liked the first Spider-Man movie. You know, I liked all of them. And when I heard when the reboot was happening, I was like everyone else. Why? Why? And then the second trailer came out. I was super excited. First trailer, not really. So I was still a bit skeptical. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad or something? And it's a great superhero film. This was the Spider-Man movie I've been waiting for. I'm still trying to figure out what's different. Well, we all know that the Spider-Man origin has been told in the first film. Let's see. Gwen Stacy by Emma Stone. No. She was played by Bryce Dallas Howard's Spider-Man 3. And she's hotter than Emma Stone in my opinion. The Lizard! Yes, the Lizard! That's... Although he was still human, like all of them, no. Let's see... The Web Slingers. Yes, the Web Slingers. That's new, and it's awesome. So, this movie's amazing. I love this. And I think this is the best superhero of this movie this year so far with the Avengers, since the Avengers. So far this summer is becoming great. I mean, it's like studios are just saying, no, we are going to make movies for entertainment, not just for money. Yeah, we still want to grab the money, but most importantly, this summer, we're going to have to entertain. We're going to have to get the best men, and we're going to make movies, literally, not just a bunch of money-making cash craps. You know, the Avengers, Prometheus, Snow White and the Huntsman. I actually like that one. Let's see, To Rome with Love, Moon Knight's Kingdom, other things. And the summer is becoming great, and this is one of the best ones so far. The acting is great. Andrew Garfield is great as Spider-Man or Peter Parker. And at first when I heard he was being played, I didn't really want him to be him, because Tobey Maguire was really good as Spider-Man. And in here, he's great. He's Spider-Man. And I will admit that some of his scenes where he cries were a bit over the top or something. But I'm not going to tell you what. The last cry he does, that's perfect. That's perfect. Other actors do good too. Emma Stone is good. Sheen is great. Sally Field is great. Denis Leary is hilarious as Gwen Stacy's father. But the standout, in my opinion, and he is the most underrated part of this movie, Rhys Ifan as Dr. Kirk Connors, aka the Lizard. He's outstanding. People are saying, he doesn't have any real character development. No, he has real character development. I really liked him. And he was the first time where a villain I was like, no, that's not an actor playing him. That's the Lizard. That's literally him. Perfect actor, perfect character traits. I really did say that. And overall, perfect guy to play the Lizard. It's just like, Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine. That's Wolverine. Perfect actor, perfect character traits, perfect casting choice. Love him. Same thing with him here. You really do feel for his character, even though he does like bad things or something, and even though he does look like the Goombas from the Super Mario Brothers movies, but he's still a great one too. The CGI on him is cool. Everything about him, I love. And I don't care what you people say, I love him. The action scenes are well filmed and they are impressive. And at the same time, it makes you feel like you're in Spider-Man's place. The 3D, while not the place, is excellent. You really feel like you're swaying with Spider-Man stuff. The directing and editing is, to me, a bit different than the original Spider-Man films. I mean, there's shots where Spider-Man is swinging and it's like a first-person perspective. And when I first saw that in the first Spider-Man trailer, I wasn't excited. But they don't really do that much in the movie, and it doesn't look that much like a video game, but they're still really good. The directing and editing is really impressive. The script-wise, it's a really good script. I really do like this script a lot. And to me, this is what Spider-Man should be. This is what, if there was no Sam Raimi's films in that, if this was the first one, I would love it. Despite the problems I'm going to say soon. I mean, this is who Spider-Man should be. He should be like the Dark Knight. It has really good reasons for why he should be Spider-Man. Although, it is a bit rushed because we all know what's going to happen. I'm not going to say, Uncle Ben getting shot. I guess that was a spoiler, but I think all you guys know that. And other things, which I think it's really good. He becomes outlawed or something, and that's impressive. I mean, this is the Spider-Man I've been waiting for. The dark tone is perfect, and the relationship between him and Gwen Stacy, good, no problem with it. I mean, it doesn't distract the movie or anything. Now, some of the problems I have with the movie is that some things from the script is a bit rushed. Like the storyline with Peter Parker's parents, out of nowhere, it just disappears and we focus more on his origin story. I mean, they still mentioned it, but I felt like that was a bit rushed. I mean, it's like out of the blue, and it made me some pointless to put that in the plot or something. Yeah, and in the first half, the dialogue was cheesy, but at the same time, it's a good or bad thing. It's a nitpick because at the same time, I felt like it sort of tributed the first film from its cheesy dialogue, because I was thinking, yeah, this really does remind me of the first Spider-Man movie. So it's good, bad, nitpicky, but yeah, that's another thing I should mention. To me, it tributes the other Spider-Man films really, really well. Now, also, this is going to be a spoiler here, because people have been talking about this thing. I want to talk about it. If you want to see the Spider-Man movie, but you haven't, you want to watch this review, but you haven't seen the trailers yet, but you're still excited, if that makes sense, then don't watch this. And if you still want to watch it, skip to this point here. I just need to talk about this, even though it's spoilers, and here we go. When the end credits came, there was a part of the trailer where the Lizard, Rhys Ifan is talking to this guy in prison, saying, "Did you talk about his parents?" And during the movie, I haven't seen that scene yet. And then I was just keeping, yep, it's gonna be in the end credits. They totally spoiled it, and it did, and that pissed me off because it's spoiled the end credits. I mean, seriously, you don't just spoil something in the end credits. And this was the time where, where the Avengers and the Dark Knight Rises trailer came, where there's lots of them, we're excited, but then the studios had to say, no, we'll keep putting all these different trailer clips and TV spots and stuff, and don't forget about our movie, don't forget our movies, and we don't care if we put a lot of footage in there that might actually spoil stuff, but we don't care, we don't want you to forget it, and we'll put an Australian trailer, we'll just put any trailer, just don't forget us, don't you forget us, okay? Fine. Okay, fine. And that's just pissed me off, where it's like, they care too much about advertising, so much that they just want to spoil things, just because they just don't want us to forget about the movie, and it's like, they just want us to see it. It doesn't matter if they spoil stuff, they just don't want us to miss it. It's the Amazing Spider-Man. Well, we're gonna see it perfectly, advertisers that watch us. I mean, look at the budget. No, not the budget, the box office. From what I read so far, it's like $140 billion at number one. And none of us missed it. Why? Because it's Spider-Man. We're never gonna miss Spider-Man. Okay? And that just pissed me off. It pissed me off. Weirdly. I'm serious. I'm sorry I forgot to mention many things. And now the spoiler is over. So, I think I have everything to say. Overall, this is a great Spider-Man movie. I think it's the best one in the trilogy, in the series so far. Although I can't really judge it up because I haven't seen the first three in a while. But so far, it's the best one. The dark tone is great, the directing is great, the editing is great, the writing's great, the acting is great. Overall, it's just a perfect summer movie, and if it wasn't, and if all the flaws were taken out, it might have been the best superhero film of this year. Although we had The Dark Knight Rises coming out, and if I do see it, I might think it's going to be better. Or no, it's going to be better than this one. I mean, it's The Dark Knight Rises, I should be expecting that. So I'm going to give The Amazing Spider-Man 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's a great superhero film. It's worth seeing right now. So that's my review of The Amazing Spider-Man. What did you guys think of it? Did you like it? Did you not? And if you've seen the trailer, do you want to see it? Do you not? What's your favorite Spider-Man film or comic or something? Comment below in the Die Hard comment box. Like, just like me, you want to see more videos from me, click my bell there. That's up on the video, my channel to get it nice until you die hard.